Hello there, Challenger Coach in here. So I want to talk about an item on the Renekton, Stridebreaker. Generally, it's not too builded as we can see. If I click on see more, some people will build it, but only 1.7% of the people. It has a 64% win rate. Does it mean it's the best build? No, but it can be the best situationally, right? So the slow and the movement speed up is really important to have on the Renekton, but how do you use it? So in some case scenario, it will allow you to actually disengage. I want to show you guys some live examples. In here I get hooked, I get collapsed on, and because I had actually Stridebreaker, I was allowed to sort of disengage from his grasp, of course, right? And now what happens, again, with the help of Stridebreaker, I was actually allowed to kill this fight. Really easy. Now, I have an even better example, of course. Another one, really quick, let me show you guys, okay? So, let's get back a teensy bit in the time, right? In here the play begins, just at the start of the play. We can see Ezreal is on the side lane, he having quite a lot of items there, right? I have Stridebreaker up. Now what happens, I E in, and just because I use my Stridebreaker on him, watch, I'm gonna slow it down so everybody can see. I slow him when he is away, right? Exactly in the animation. Which means he can't actually disengage anymore from me because he's slowed. And with the help of Karthusar, I killed him. Now, arguably, even without Karthus's ult, I could then kill him, possibly. Possibly, right? But that's another, like, really good showcase of how you use Stridebreaker. So generally speaking, when there are minions around, you're gonna E through them, maybe once or twice. Then you're gonna look for a Stridebreaker W. In team fights, you wanna E through the front line if you can, and just aim to go for a Stridebreaker on the back line if you can catch up, then look for a W. From the other hand, it's sort of a tool that allows you to also disengage in some situations. So these champions will have actually trouble chasing you down if you Stridebreaker them. In here I mainly took it because we have a lot of burst damage in our team, but they also need some sort of either CC setup or slow setup. Both slows and CC helps Karthus and Serrat to connect his abilities, maybe Kiana even to some degree, right? So it definitely helps to peel my carries and to also allow them to engage, the same way as I allow myself to catch up and stun someone, so Serrat can get 100% full combo off with Kiana, right? Which can be really consistent with Stridebreaker. Now what are the downs of Stridebreaker? So, usually into melee comps, now in here we can see I have 3 melee champs, but they're all swishes, right? So usually into melee comps you want to go for Gold Drinker, it provides more healing, more HP of course, from the Mythic passive. There are ups and downs of course, right? So Stridebreaker is more snowbally, that's something I can point out 100%. It's better into swishes. It's way better, especially if you face a squishy champion and you want to side lane into him, right? It's also better in some case scenario in team fights where they either have a squishy front line, or you want to just like E through the front line to the back line and Stridebreaker with W them if it's possible, right? From the other hand, Gordrinker, right? What does Gordrinker do when you should build it? So if you, while you having some extra healing in your kit, you want to be more of a bruiser. You want to take some more punches, of course, because even if you have Stridebreaker, no matter what, you can't really get to the backline, right? Then you should go Gordrinker, so you have more frontline fighting power, right? If you're in one of those games where they have Jinx melee or stuff like that, you can go for Stridebreaker, but you just might just I won't say anything mean, but you can't do much, right? Even if you go for Stridebreaker into those type of backlines. So therefore, into some type of like squishy comps, I wouldn't actually recommend it. Sadly, Prowler's Claw got nerfed, so it's not really a possibility right now. So into some comps where you can't teamfight and you're hard dominating your lane, you could think to Hullbreaker side lane. Now in this game, Hullbreaker wasn't really correct. That's really it. But I suppose like you guys should definitely like aim to like build Stridebreaker way more often Renekton. And you can like in the same way you can like Stridebreaker Q, you know, the same way as you go Rinker Q. So that's it from now. If you guys have any type of questions, make sure to leave them in the comment section. I will answer all of them. Have a nice day.